Hello, YouTube. With Mirkwood coming out on the legendary servers in about, was it like two-ish weeks? I thought I would do a quick little video or guide on how to prepare for Mirkwood on the legendary servers. So, to start off, we'll talk about our deeds here. So, right now at level 60, the deeds cap out at rank 30, right? It's always half of our level. Our level is level 60, so half of that is 30. When it's 65, it's half but rounded down. So that'll be 32. Each virtue can go up to rank 32, which means that's 2 more ranks per virtue. The math on it is it's about 14,500 virtue experience total to get 5 virtues from 30 to 32, which means you need about 7 to 8 deeds completed to max out 5 virtues. Obviously, of course, if you do a deed that rewards 4,000 experience instead of the normal 2,000, then that's less deeds that you need to do. So all you need to do to prep it is, what I've been working on slowly is just going around and getting almost all of the locations found for certain deeds. So in the North Downs, I can just run around the map and boom, that's 4 deeds done. And now, and technically 5 deeds with the Explorer deed. So all of a sudden, I've basically done over half the work. Once I hit 65, I can just run around the map in the North Downs, and boom, I'm basically caught up on virtues. The other thing you can do is, just get like 119 wargs killed or something like that, and then when you've hit 65, go back to that Slayer deed and just kill 1 more enemy, and boom, that way you don't accidentally... Because obviously you don't want to complete the virtue until we can actually the rank is actually unlocked. Right now it's stuck at 30, so you don't want to complete the deed. You just want to get it ready to complete so that when you hit 65, boom, done, nice and easy, and you can keep your virtues up that way. I think we get 3 more class trait points, but there isn't really anything to prepare for that. That'll just depend on your class. But as you just, I think it's 3 more. It might be a few more than that. But yeah, so we'll get an extra couple of trait points. Legendary items do not change. All that happens is that they will go to a higher rank. So right now they're at level 60, right? 60 out of 60. So they'll go up to, of course, 65. So then we can use, if you have, you can start stockpiling your item enhancements if you want. But they'll be really easy to get, of course. So it's not a huge deal. But if you're planning on going into raiding as fast as possible, start stockpiling these. They, of course, drop from the legendary reward track, and they also drop from dungeons and raids and all that fun stuff. So start stockpiling those if you need to. Quick fun fact, the bounty hunters healing salves, these are the health potions that we get from turning in the tokens that drop from the goblins, the orcs, and the trolls that spawn in Moria. These are on a separate cooldown from the health potions we get in Mirkwood. So it's just good to have both if you're planning on doing raiding and dungeons as fast as you can. As far as we're aware, we're not going to see these anymore. We're going to go back to... The hope is that we're going back to wraiths in Mirkwood instead of the orcs, trolls, and goblins. So we might not see these health potions anymore. So get them while you can. In terms of gear now, all that there is to really prepare for is just get your rare dungeon drops, your rare raid drops. Get as much as you can. the Halls of Crafting neck or the Forge's neck, if depending on if you're a physical or tactical class. The damage from that neck is still really good, and it will be good until you probably get something like a really good drop from the raid, or maybe not even till we get like the In Their Absence dungeons with Enedwythe or the Ostenoth raid. So that neck will be really good. Sadly, the jewelry from Lothlorien, the rep jewelry, it will not be useful. Right now, it does say maximum level 70. However, they just released a patch on the test server earlier this week where the maximum level of this jewelry was reduced to 64. That also includes the set bonuses for the Moria and Lothlorien raid sets. The max level was reduced to 64, which means when you hit 65, the set bonuses will no longer be in effect. So for melee, that's the 15% melee damage, the 15% range damage for hunters, this 15% induction or faster inductions, right? That is all going away, and then your class set bonus will go away at 64. You can still wear the armor at 65 and the stats that come with it, right? So just for example, this shoulder will still give me 24 vitality and 35 will at 65. It's just all of the set bonuses, so the 2 set, the 3 set, and the 4 set, that will go away. So just keep that in mind. Maybe you'll end up wanting some crafting pieces in your back pocket for when you hit 65, because you're only keeping the raid stuff for the set bonus, but if the set bonus goes away, maybe there's a crafted piece or a questing piece that will be better than you know, the raid set with no set bonus. And then I think the only thing that left to discuss is leveling. So if you're leveling through, you know, standard quests and the story, it's not a bad idea to get your skirmish soldier up there. The book quest in Mirkwood has a lot of new skirmishes, so, and we can get our skirmish soldier to, I think it's technically level 90 or something like that. So get your skirmish soldier as high as you want if you like skirmishes. There's a whole bunch of new ones that come out in Mirkwood, and it'll make them a breeze, because your skirmish soldier will be higher level than you, and it'll be higher level than anything you'll encounter in the skirmishes. So if you want to go about that way, go for it. I do recommend it. It can be kind of a blast having your skirmish soldier run around and just one-shot everything. Aside from that, if you're the type of person that likes leveling as fast as possible and just wants endgame content, you just want to experience the raids and the dungeons, because that's what's of interest to you, the fastest way or most efficient way to level is to stack up missions. So there's the 10 missions from Trestlebridge, there's the 10 missions from Arrowburr, and then there's the 10 missions that are on a rotation in the Elderslade. I can go walk over there to show you if you don't know where they're at, just in case. But the Elderslade missions are kind of on a rotation. They're like on a 5-day rotation. So every day there's 10 new missions to pick up. And then on the 6th day, the rotation starts over. So just as a simple example, day 1, there's 10 quests, and we'll just call it rotation A. Then day 2 is rotation B, so on and so forth. And then day 6, it will go back to the same quests of rotation A. So what you want to do is pick up the quests from... Let's go to... Oh, you know what? This might be easier. So what you want to do is pick up the quests or the mission, go into the instance and complete the mission, leave the instance, but don't turn in the quest, because you want to keep the quests so that when the update launches, you can then instantly turn everything in. So there's the 10 in North Downs, there's the 10 in Arrowbur, and then there's the 10 in Elderslade. And Elderslade has the repeat quests. So in total, you'll want between 60 and 70. It will vary depending on how many of the items that you get that boost your experience gain. So for some people, we have the pocket item, the cloak, also called the shield of Hammerhand, and then there's the 2 necklaces that also give experience. So you'll want all of these and a 200% experience boost from the store, and then at least a level or 2 of the blue bar experience that you get from the enhanced XP supplies, or of course there's the destiny point experience. Oh yeah, right here up at the top. So you'll want that, and that'll, between those two, that you'll want to aim for a bar or 2, like a full level or 2 of blue bar experience, plus 60 to 70 missions, and then your item experience boosts, the experience boost items, right, to wear. And then yeah, so I can turn these in, but I don't have to actually, but I've completed them, right? So, and I have here's 5 more missions that I could do, and then there's 4 more missions here that I could do, right? So they'll, between the two, there's about 10 of them, and I'm just stockpiling them. So I've completed this, I just have to turn it in, but I'm not going to turn it in until we hit 65. So that is all that you need to prep for. Pretty easy. You can also do the Mirkwood intro first and then turn in your missions, and you'll be guaranteed to hit 65 after like 40 or 50 quests at that point, because you would have already gained a level or 2. But of course, that's truly just for the people that want to experience endgame as fast as possible. It's obviously not for everyone. If you're there to experience the story, then go for it. Mirkwood is a great story for those that haven't experienced it before. It's a great, spooky, eerie environment. And they do something fun with the book quest where you can kind of pick a different journey. So on one character, wonder if I can show you kind of on the map. Yeah, so one character you can kind of go the north way. On a second character you can kind of go the south way, so it kind of mixes it up a bit. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, I think that'll conclude the video. I have a couple more videos planned before we get to Mirkwood, just talking about the game in general, but class guide stuff won't come out until a week or so after Mirkwood, once I've leveled and I've experienced the raid and stuff like that, and can figure out kind of what's the best gear to aim for all the different classes, and what to expect when it comes to, do I want the Mirkwood set or do I want the Enedwythe set when it comes to armor and stuff. So that'll be a little bit later after the Mirkwood launch, so that's why I have some other videos planned for you guys on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.